way. Dude, she matched with Zach Rivers.
No way. You want some bad luck? You see what's in Jason's lap right now? Up top? See what's in Jason's lap? Right there? Jason.
Oh, no.
Adam Hall tag. Almost tag.
Alex needs to get here because he's
Well, the problem is the string just keeps disintegrating. And it's brand new string. Jason just relaced it. And it's rolling string. So Adam called Tagador and Hummel tag. Hey, boys.
Hello, everyone. Welcome out to Liberty Park Stadium and Day Field here in Sedalia, Missouri for the first game of the 19U Missouri American Legion Baseball State Championship. We've got a dandy for you here. The visiting squad tonight will be the Kirkwood Post 156 team, and you got the home squad. It's their home field, might as well, They won the coin toss.
Yep.
The Sedalia Travelers, Post 642. I think it's going to be a dandy game for you here. We've got a guest analyst. There it is. I'll spit it out in a minute. From right here in Sedalia, the head coach over at Smith Cotton High School, Kyle Zimmerman. Coach, appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to watch some good baseball. It is a little warm, but I think these guys have been out quite a bit in the heat, so they should be prepared for it, and we should be able to watch a lot of good baseball.
Absolutely. We're gonna grab some starting lineups here, and we'll get into this here. First off, for the visiting squad, leading off, playing center field will be number 3, Sam Kessler. In the 2-hole, number 1, Ben Niemeyer. And the 3-hole, the leading hitter for this Kirkwood squad, number 15, Nick Copeland. In the 4-hole, number 30, Timmy Charles. In the 5-hole, number 34, Isaiah Cook. He's the DH today. In the 6-hole, number 5, Nate Mueller. In the 7-hole, number 12, Shota Ishiyama. And I know that because I had to call that game earlier in the season with Mr. Ishiyama. In the 8-hole, number 23, Cooper Reek. In the 9-hole, number 32, Teddy Clanton. And on the mound for the Kirkwood squad will be Drew Temp. Defensively for the Sedalia Travelers, let's go around it. On the mound, number 16, talk about Mr. Gabe Berry we're going to see tonight, Coach.
Yeah, he's a guy that's going to attack with his fastball. He's going to be able to get it in there mid-80s, upper 80s if he's a little excited, which he might be, coming right out the gates here. But he's going to attack with the fastball and then use the off-speed to, as kind of his out pitch. But, he's going to be all around the strike zone.
Absolutely. And behind the plate, his battery mate today will be number 6, Jaden, I know, Archibek.
Archibek, yep.
There it is. I got it that time. Archibek. I'll get there. At first base will be Caden Holman. At second base, Cooper Woolery. At third base will be Riley Sanders, number 11 Riley Sanders, should say, sorry. At shortstop, number 20, Elliot Nieders. In center field, number 15, Hayden Zeiler.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I went for it. You got it. And he is flanked in left field, number 9, Caden Whisker, and number 4, Ian Jackson in right field. So that's how we're going to get this game started. And we are, I swear it's tough, trying to get to my stuff here. So we have our, and we're going to focus on Gabe Berry for a little bit as we go through this. We have our player spotlight today presented by Prime Sports Midwest, primesportsmw.com. Go to the website, check out all their gear, baseball gear. and you won't. We did our summer bash this year. The Bananas, they had the Bananas. They hosted the Bananas.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun over there with that. That was a good time over there in St. Peter's. We're getting ready to got Kent Lang
Yeah.
on the announcing mic over there.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. If you've been to Liberty Park, Kent Lang's probably been on the announcer.
Does he do the Bombers as well?
No, he does not do the Bombers.
Okay. So he's going to be announcing the starting lineups here, and I'll tell you what, we're going to get a little flavor of baseball here from Kent Lang, and so we'll let you listen in.
Non-starter, number 6, Drew Black. Number 7, Brian Hogan. Number 8, Brayden Calvin. Number 14, Cole Craig. Number 20, Pierce Sturgeon. Number 22, Julian Clark. Number 27, James Laney. And number 43, Tim McWay. And here's your starting lineup for Kirkwood, leading off the center fielder, number 3, Sam Kessler. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Ben Niemeyer. Batting in the third spot, the shortstop, number 15, Nicholas Copeland. That cleanup hitter plays first base, number 30, Timmy Charles. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 34, Isaiah Cook. Batting sixth is the right fielder, number 5, Nate Bueller. Batting seventh, the catcher for Kirkwood, number 12, Chota Ishiyama. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 23, Cooper Reed. And batting in the ninth spot, the left fielder, number 32, Teddy Clanton. Pitching for Kirkwood will be number 2, Drew Tim. The manager is Chris Copeland.
Gotta love the powder blues, right?
Oh, yeah. It's always a great choice for jersey.
I think it's the best uniform in baseball is St. Louis Saturday Aways.
Oh, yeah.
The powder with the Lou on it.
Absolutely.
It's a killer jersey. So Sedalia is getting announced here. I'm looking at the rosters here, and you got some good size on both sides of these teams here. Some good sized kids.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are definitely getting it done in the weight room, which is a good thing to see.
You got to, man.
Oh yeah, it's you're way behind if you're not in the weight room.
Kent Lang, opening up. Oh, look at that! Yeah, we do have the drill team over there. We got the color guard out tonight.
Yeah.
Killer, man! I love that.
That's awesome.
That's cool. So all those are high school kids, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's our high school JROTC program.
Sweet. That's awesome. Kent Lang finishing out the lineup for Sedalia here.
Number 6, Jake Archibald. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 11, Riley Sanders. Batting ninth is the right fielder, number 4, Ian Jackson. And pitching for Sedalia, pitching, number 16, Dave Berry.
Man, it's an art to do that. It really is to
Yeah.
announce like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
To get that there. So we got the color guard. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
The American Legion Code of Sportsmanship to all players, all coaches, umpires, all fans in the stands. So please repeat after me. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. And at this time, the colors will be presented by Cadets Fiorino, Cadet Fuji, Cadet Dennis, and Cadet Hernandez, representing the Smith Cotton JROTC. At this time, I'd like for everyone to please rise. All men of non-military request you to remove your hat as we honor America, this great nation, with the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you to the ladies from the junior ROTC program at Smith Cotton. That was very good. And looks like here we're getting ready to play some baseball.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I know these guys have played a lot of games throughout the summer, so they look ready to go to me.
Absolutely. Hats are on, getting ready to take the field. We got some baseball to play. I'm not quite sure what the fellas over here, I guess, is competition. Who's going to leave last? That's baseball,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if you can be called a baseball team if you don't have a national anthem standoff.
Oh, mercy. All right, folks, here we go. Elliot Nieders. Oh, nope, sorry. I'm going to go back. Right here. Sam Kessler leading off. Mr. Kessler's been hitting very well for this squad. And just looking at this young man, though, from Kirkwood, he's went to, got to get that off. There we go. I'm a little sticky. Sorry, folks. Sam Kessler, Oakville High School, 2026. Saw him play over there. He's 6'2", 160. Oakville, they've got some interesting opportunities there. They're a good squad. That's a good high school team. We saw this young man play a little bit there with that. Then it'll be a lot of fun watching him here today. We live streamed a game against Parkway Central over there at Oakville, Coach Sturm's program. Mm-hmm. They had a lot of dudes over there, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Post 156 getting ready to go here. Kessler hitting .320 on the season. 124 plate appearances. Got an .843 OPS in the leadoff spot. 15 base on balls, only struck out 11 times. So he's getting on base. His OPS is over 4.
Yeah.
His OBS. I'm sorry, getting on base. If you're over 400, Coach, you gotta like that.
That's exactly what you want out of your leadoff spot. They don't necessarily need to go out and do a ton of damage, but if they're getting on base, you're winning ball games.
And from the left side, you got that couple extra steps, and if you got speed, man, laying down bunts, they're squeezing it at the corners. First pitch, 5:07 p.m. here on Thursday afternoon is ball 1. That's fouled back out of play. Are we using wood bats here?
No, I think they just the newer designs of some of these metal bats make them look like wood.
Okay, I was going to say, man, that even sounded a little like a wood.
Yeah. Those the new BB Core bats, it's hard to tell with some of them whether they're wood or not.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Kessler. Very often going here. That's a big old roundhouse curveball.
Mm-hmm.
Broke that one off. That was off his foot. Yep, foul. Looks like we're going to see a lot of off speed from Barry.
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those things. If you're throwing it for a strike and you're able to, it can help you get ahead in the count, especially with a team that could potentially be a very aggressive fastball hitting team.
Fastball misses up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kessler. Like this out of your leadoff guy. He's seen a lot of pitches.
Yeah, and especially since he's already gone to his breaking ball, you give a chance for the rest of the lineup to kind of see the shape out of the hand.
Fastball's fouled back. It's a good battle here right off the get.
Yeah, I can't really tell, but I don't see a rosin bag. I'm kind of interested to see how that might affect pitching tonight, with the heat and the extra sweat.
Fastball is foul and going to fall foul. Oh, good hustle.
Yeah.
Good hustle, but ran into the wall there. That didn't feel good.
No. Well, and these are new walls, so they're probably not very forgiving right now.
I know, and there's not a lot. They're not padded.
No.
Looks nice.
Yes.
No padding. Oh, blew him away with the fastball. Good battle. Barry ends up winning it. 1 down here as Kessler swings through the fastball.
Second baseman, number 9,
Ben Niemeyer
Niemeyer.
at the plate. Niemeyer slugging .462 on the season. Takes strike 1.
Yeah, that's a nice breaking ball there to start out the count.
Fastball, soft contact. Pitchers are athletes too, Coach.
That's right. PFP. Our guys get pretty excited when we have a play like that.
You get, I'll tell you, if you're going to get a good pitcher, you got to get them early.
Yeah. Yep.
You let them
Absolutely.
get comfortable. Woohoo! It's maybe a little early for a Maverick.
Right.
You know what a Maverick is, right?
No.
It's something I've started. You've seen Top Gun, right?
Oh yeah.
Likes to buzz the tower, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. I like that.
You like that? That's a swing and a miss. So you go Maverick early, man.
I know.
1 ball, 1 strike. Drops the curveball in.
Yeah, another great breaking ball there. He's doing a good job of mixing pitches right now, and I think that's going to be big for him to continue.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Oh, and he airmails it.
Yeah.
And that's Nick Copeland. I'm sorry I didn't give that. Nick Copeland was, as Niemeyer was out, Nick Copeland reaches first on the air and takes second on the air. think that might be a little nerves there.
I think so. Yeah,
Right?
I think so. It's early. You know, you have a routine play like that, and you know, just one tiny little loss of focus can get you.
So we got Timmy Charles up now. Takes ball 1. Charles has swung the bat pretty well for this squad. He's got 4 doubles on the season. We got 1 ball, 1 strike, and looks like maybe, hopefully we didn't cross somebody up there.
It's either that or he thinks that they're relaying pitches from second base. So always something you got to be aware of when you're out there, making sure that, you know, it's a lot easier to hit when you know what's coming.
Yes, it is. Fastball banged back up the middle by Charles. Copeland on his way home, and the throw is not in time. And the free base comes back to bite him, and Kirkwood takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good piece of hitting right there, staying up the middle late in the count.
Now, folks, if you're scoring at home, you have to understand that is what is considered an unearned run.
Yep, that's right.
I always like to, because you scorekeeping and learning how to do that. That's strike 1 to Isaiah Cook, the DH now. Because if you don't earn your way on, if you score, that's an unearned run.
Yep. And I think it's important to know that too, you know, when we're trying to put guys up for all conference or all district, it's important that it's entered in correctly, you know, because you want to make sure that the right guys are getting recognized.
And Cook fists one into right field, and the throw is not in time as Timmy Charles turns and slides into third base safely. Boy, I did not think that ball was going to travel, but he fisted that out into right field.
Yeah, he got just enough of it, and as you know, as Barry, as the pitcher, you're a little bit frustrated on a hit like that because you execute your pitch, you get it where you want it, and you know, sometimes that's just how the game works.
Nate Mueller, what was looking like a 1-2-3 inning has now turned into the 6-hole hitter in Nate Mueller taking ball 1. There's 2 on, there's 2 outs. 1 run is already in, and he's now behind 2-0. What does Barry got to do right now?
He's just got to stay within himself. I mean, he's throwing well. It's not like he's doing anything bad.
Right.
You know, just unfortunately a play didn't get made behind him, and they've had a couple CNI singles, you know, behind that. But it looks like he's executing pitches well, and it looks like he's doing what he wants to do. You know, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the hitter for getting the better of you on that at bat.
And we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Barry trying to strand those last 2. And a ground ball back up the middle, and a really good 2-strike approach there from Nate Mueller. He didn't try to do too much with that, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. Again, you know, not getting outside of his abilities and staying up the middle. And anytime you get into a 2-strike count, you don't want to be too early or too late. You want to be right in the middle of the field, and so that was another good piece of hitting there.
I like this visit because I think, you know, young kid, you got to tell him, hey, you're not doing anything wrong.
Absolutely.
Just keep doing.
Absolutely. You know, don't let the result of the inning change how you feel about what you're doing, because you're doing things right. You're executing pitches. You're mixing, you know, timing. Just have to, you know, you just have to keep with it and give your guys a chance to keep making plays.
There you go.
And again, I'm very impressed because I believe the only 3-ball count he's had was the leadoff guy. So, he's not getting behind the hitters. He's still working ahead, which is a very good thing. If they can get out of this inning, if he can continue to get ahead, he'll give himself a chance to stay in the game longer.
That ball is popped up. Oh, a little miss, but could have been ugly, but they didn't. Worked it out. Got the out, but not before Kirkwood gets two here in the top of the first. We're heading to the bottom of the first inning with the score Kirkwood 2, Sedalia coming up.
I'd like to remind everyone we got $1 drinks down in the concession stand. $1 drinks.
All right, folks. Drew Temp. Drew Temp, our player spotlight here for the bottom of the first inning. The pitcher for Kirkwood, sponsored by Prime Sports. PrimeSportsMW.com. Go there for all your baseball gear. Okay, this young man now it's interesting here. We said he's 0-3 on the season. He's got a 6.7 ERA with a 1.8 whip. So it's interesting. We're seeing the opposite here with Drew Temp. This young man, he's kind of struggled. You could see that a little bit. But it's interesting to see why Coach has gone with Drew here tonight. We not seeing a number one.
Sure. Yeah, and, watching him warm up, the stuff looks good. You wonder if maybe there's some issues with command, but definitely a guy that if he's on, he's gonna be trouble.
For Sedalia, leading off here will be Elliot Nieders, number 20. We didn't get to the in the 2-hole, number 15, Hayden Zeiler. In the 3-hole, number 9, Caden Whisker. As we got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. In the 4-hole, number 10, Caden Homan. In the 5-hole, number 27, Camden Everhart. In the 6-hole, number 12, Cooper Woolery. And that's bounced. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the 7-hole, Jaden Archibek. Got it. In the 8-hole, number 11, Riley Sanders. And in the 9-hole, number 4, Ian Jackson. As the pitch comes home, great fastball, freezes Nieders, and the K looking for out number 1. Defensively for Kirkwood, we've got, of course, on the mound here is Drew Temp. His battery mate is Shoto Ishiyama. At first base, we have Timmy Charles. Curveball works for strike 1. At second base, we have Ben Niemeyer. At third base is Cooper Reek. At shortstop, Nick Copeland. Center field, Sam Kessler. Strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to the second hitter, Hayden Zeiler. And in left field, we have Teddy Clanton. In right field, Nate Mueller. Oh,
that sounded like catcher's interference. Yep.
Boy, that was fortunate because that at-bat was going the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
Zeiler reaches on catcher's interference. Now to the plate, the first.
It's hard to do sometimes, you know.
Yeah, it's a fine line because you don't want to be too far back as a catcher because you lose strikes if you're too far back. But when you're too far forward, you run the risk of catcher's interference.
So Zeiler is on the catcher's interference, brings up Caden Whisker. Whisker has been swinging a hot bat for this squad, hitting in the 3-hole. Temp looks very good here.
Yeah, he's looking really good. That breaking ball is going to be a very important pitch for him as we go, just to be able to get these guys off the fastball timing.
So the lefty Temp looks at the runner. It's a short lead over there. He's leaning back toward. Doesn't look like he's thinking about going, and misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a little murmur there. We got a good crowd here tonight, man.
Yeah, this is a great turnout. I'm very impressed, especially with the heat.
Yeah. Looks like we might have some Thunder Boomers north of us up there.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. I'm hoping it's going to stay north of us.
Looks like it. I think so. You never know. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Each team with an error. Oh, great jump, but the throw is even better.
Yeah, it was a great play.
From Shota Ishiyama, showing off the gun.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And you like the jump there by Zeiler because you're trying to be aggressive, trying to make him play catch, trying to make him make a play. But, again, Shota right there showing off his athleticism and being able to get up, get the ball, and make a good throw.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are clear now. Yes, he did. I thought he went there, too. That's a tough one. But, hey, ends the inning with a strikeout. We're heading to the top of the second inning. Kirkwood 2.
Moving to the top of the second inning, leading off for Kirkwood will be the third baseman, number 23, Cooper Reed.
All right. Cooper Reek will be leading off here. For Sedalia. Barry works quick.
Yeah. And sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's a bad thing. Again, kind of one of those things where sometimes you just want to get it and go, and other times you want to take a breath and calm down and reset.
That's grounded foul. I prefer it. I always think you got to find a rhythm as a pitcher.
Yep.
I think athleticism is about rhythm, is about balance and those things. And trying to find that sometimes is tough.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And I know as a fielder, you always prefer your pitcher to work faster. You know.
Don't get bored.
Right. Especially if you're out there in the outfield sometimes, you know, even at the high school level, you see guys out there watching butterflies and losing track of what's going on.
Watching butterflies. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the leadoff hitter in the top of the second inning. And that's where I think he should have slowed himself down maybe a little bit there.
Yep, absolutely. Especially after he slipped and fell. That's a good opportunity just to kind of reset, you know, forget that and get back to where he was.
Find a cue, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Seems like both pitchers are really trying to establish that breaking ball early in the game to use to keep these hitters off their fastball.
Teddy Clanton fouls the first pitch back out of play. And that's a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Clanton. Always reminds me, I'm a big history buff. Grew up out in the Southwest. Always reminds me of the OK Corral when I hear the Clanton. And strike 3 looking.
Yeah.
Clanton down on strikes.
That was a really well-placed changeup, it looked like.
Center fielder number 3, Sam Kessler.
That's out number 1. Kessler now back to the top of the order. That's a quick turnaround here in the second inning.
Yep.
And that's fouled out of play.
And again, for Barry, he's got to realize that even though they had some success the first time through, he was still executing pitches, so he doesn't really need to change a whole lot. You know, he just needs to keep executing pitches, and he'll be just fine.
And that's in the dirt. We got 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. The leadoff, Kessler. And that's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Much better rhythm here in this at bat. That's a good pitch. Got him to chase up out of the zone there. Kessler a little upset with himself.
Number 9, Ben Niemeyer.
Yeah, that was much better pace there, and you can still be quick without rushing. And so, you know, pitchers sometimes think that in order to work fast, I have to rush. But no, that's not necessarily true.
Ben Niemeyer, his second at bat. He grounded out to the pitcher. Takes ball 1. Fastball fisted right at the second baseman. Ooh, and he catches it. That ball was dying quick.
Yeah.
He made a nice play on that.
Yeah,
pitch.
he really did, and it was a good adjustment. You know, off the bat, it looked like it was going to be another one that just kind of bled into the outfield, but, man, that really must have had topspin or something because it went down hard.
So we're heading to the bottom of the second inning. Kirkwood 2-0.
Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, They keep retooling. One stolen base, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. Folks, we appreciate you taking the time here to watch. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that dinger next to it. It's not a home run, but it sure is notifications for upcoming episodes. We got some great podcasts, the Keep Climbing podcast with Brett Graves, the Hitting Zone podcast with Mitch Thomas, Baseball Talk. I host Baseball Talk. Had this gentleman on Baseball Talk a couple weeks ago as we did that. Had a great conversation with Diego Solares from Scout Connect and Chris Irwin, head coach at Father McGivney over in Illinois.
Great program
this past
over there.
week. You go check that podcast out. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed talking with. I met Coach Irwin. I meet a lot of coaches like this out at Game 7 tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're coaching their kids.
That's right. Yep, exactly.
And we got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Caden Holman leading off. He'll be followed by Camden Everhart and then Cooper Worley. Fisted, backhand, Copeland up with it, but is not going to get the speedy Holman. As we got an infield single to lead off the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, Caden Holman is about as old school as you can get when it comes to today's game. No batting gloves, no protection, just gets up there and ready to swing.
Grinder.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That ball misses inside. Camden Everhart. Big kid, man.
Yeah, he is.
He has a broad shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks the part, that's for sure.
There's some kids you do. You look out and you go, yep, mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I want to pitch to that kid.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Another catcher's interference.
Oh, my goodness. That's tough.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, now is the time where you got to be telling Shota you got to back up a step. Either that or don't reach out when you're trying to go get the ball. Something's got to change because those are kind of like an error, honestly. You know, a guy
Yes.
reaches base and he didn't earn it.
Exactly. Yes, and it reflects on the score. It is an error. Because that, you do that and it creates free bases.
Yep. Situation now for the Travelers to take advantage, get some guys in motion maybe. That was a great pitch right there.
Showed the bunt. That curveball fell out of the sky for strike one. I like that. I like that right here in this spot. You don't have any outs. Move both your runners into scoring position. That's a tie ball game right there.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, the bunt has somewhat lost its favor in the game of baseball, but this is definitely a great time to use it and move the runners.
That was a really good pitch.
Another really good pitch right there.
Got it in. There was nowhere to go. Just had to protect yourself at that point.
Yep, exactly. And he throws hard enough that he didn't have time to get out of the way.
Worley hitting 385 on the season. This young man's got a 487 slug and a 534 on base percentage.
Yeah, he's a guy that led off for us at Smith Cotton this year. Very good strike zone discipline. Knows his strike zone very well, and speed to boot. So a lot of infield hits to the left side of the field.
I love how you put that, his strike zone, because I know people because the strike zone came inside, misses, 2 balls and a strike. That's a maverick right there, folks. You got to be careful of those. But because I've umpired whatnot. I know the rule book, it's what it specifies from the bottom of the armpits to the bottom of the knees. You got that right there, and you got an 18-inch plate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but his shins aren't as long as some other kids' shins.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and he got him to fist it. Not in time.
Oh man, yeah, that was almost a big base running mistake there.
So a little flare to the pitcher, and Worley is down. Brings up Jaden Archibald. But, knowing your size, because you got taller kids, you got shorter kids, and it does vary in that respect.
Yeah, absolutely. And, one thing that we try to tell our guys is, yes, the umpire is calling balls and strikes, but really that doesn't matter until you have 2 strikes. Until you have 2 strikes, like, you know what you hit well, you know what you don't hit well. Use that to your advantage and don't chase out of that zone, because, you're going to get yourself out more times than not doing that.
I don't know what the call was there, because Holman took off. The runner from first didn't follow, and then they're bunting there. It looked like he squared to Sackett. So let's see if we do it again here. Long look, he turns.
Yeah, one of the toughest. I'm not left-handed hitter, but I would imagine one of the toughest things to do is a lefty-on-lefty bunt.
Oh, absolutely. Archibald. Long look. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. It looks like Temp's fastball has got a little bit of sauce on that hot dog.
Yeah, it jumps out of his hand. He kind of doesn't necessarily. He's not herky jerky, but man, when that ball comes out, it comes out really clean.
Looks like he's probably in the low 80s somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
Let's see if he follows that up with another breaking ball. Be a good pitch to use a breaking ball off of.
Drop it out of the sky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, man.
Couldn't execute it.
Yep. Right pitch, just not quite the right execution.
And that's something, we talk about this here, but you see that at every level.
Absolutely.
A pitcher, it's the right idea, it's got it, whatnot, but then you got to go out and be able to execute that plan.
Yeah, exactly. And even the best in the game, they struggle at times.
There's that fastball up again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Big spot here. It's going from the windup. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he misses low.
That's a really good at bat there, being down 1-2 in the count and being able to find a way to work a walk out of it.
Number 11, Riley Sanders.
So the catcher Archibald heads to the dugout. Got a courtesy runner, number 18. That is, I got to get to the right team here. I'll get it for you. Number 18 is Talon Newell.
Yep. Very speedy guy. Played outfield for us a lot this spring. He can really move out there. So if slow ground balls hit, it's going to be tough for them to turn double play.
I saw also, I always love this. I look at these things. You had a lot of academic all-state kids too.
Yeah. We try to stress that. Again, it's student athlete for a reason. What we feel is if they can get it done in the classroom, then there's a lot better chance that they're going to be able to get it done on the field.
Riley Sanders coming up now. His first appearance at the plate. He'll be followed, if gets on, Ian Jackson, the 9-hole hitter, on deck. A good pitch, strike 1.
I was just going to say before that pitch, it might be a good time to be ready to hit first pitch fastball.
Didn't want to get behind, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. You got a little stress on the base paths and don't want to add to it.
Fastball up. 1 ball, 1 strike. First baseman Charles is in at the cut. Third base is back a little bit. They're not looking at a bunt here.
Yeah. Looks like I'd like to see the second baseman maybe playing a little bit more up the middle for a double play. But, maybe they have a scouting report that this guy is not a pull guy. Maybe he's more of an opposite field guy, and so you kind of make those adjustments based on that information.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up into shallow right field. Catch made. Throw is coming home. He's going to. Ball was cut off by Charles. Not deep enough. Definitely not deep enough.
Yeah, no. I do like forcing a throw, though.
Yes.
He didn't throw it away, but there was an opportunity there where if Copeland doesn't keep that ball in front, now the ball is going into left center field, and you get 1 run for sure, maybe a second one, depending upon how well the outfielders are backing up the throw. So I think it's the right idea, but, it's a double-edged sword because you also potentially run yourself into a double play that you shouldn't.
Ian Jackson at the plate. Jackson, another member of your squad. He is an academic all-state kid.
Yeah, he's a great kid. Another guy that is really good at finding ways to get on base. He stands right on top of the plate, and he forces you to be able to throw multiple pitches for strikes, and knows his strike zone very well.
It's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
He had one of the best months, probably a top 5 month that I've ever been a part of coaching-wise in the month of May for us this spring. I mean, it was just, he was on base all the time.
It's a 3-0 count to Jackson. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him.
Yeah, I think you got to go. You got to take here in this situation. And I really wouldn't be against him taking another pitch right here, just to force him to have to throw 1 more pitch, if nothing else.
Gosh, that sounds strangely familiar to me. I'll share here in a second. And Elijah, what a driving stop by the third baseman over there. Cooper Reek steals an RBI single from Ian Jackson. That ends the threat. They strand 3. We're heading to the top of the third. 2-0 Kirkwood. Folks, we appreciate you joining us here on Youth Baseball Midwest, YBM, our podcast weekly. Check them out. Keep Climbing podcast, the Hitting Zone podcast. We'll be coming back with Darren Sissel with the Baseball 101 podcast. Check out Baseball Talk every week. We appreciate it. And we're going to be coming back with our Baseball Mom podcast. We're working on some stuff. I love that we have Jennifer Mayberry does a great job with it. We've had a bit of an hiatus. We're going to work on some things. We're going to get our Baseball Moms podcast back as that ball is stroked into left field and caught So Nicholas Copeland leading off and lines out to the left fielder. But we're going to get that back. I really appreciate Jen Mayberry and what she does. Moms, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're important to baseball.
Oh, man. They're very important.
I'll tell you what, my wife, she was never sports. No, nothing.
Uh-huh.
Still doesn't watch anything. But it was her baby boy, and that was a different thing, man.
That's right. A little pause there, trying to throw off timing. Yeah.
We got Timmy Charles looking at 1 ball, 1 strike. Tried that. What is that? The Valdez guy at Houston does that, yeah?
Yeah, Framber Valdez and Nestor Cortez, another one that does that a lot.
Folks, Gabriel Berry is a young man out of Otterville High School. And, that ball is fouled down the first base line. He's this is Class 1, Otterville Class 1, small schools. But this young man was the first-team All-State pitcher this past year, voted on by the Missouri High School Coaches Association. So this young man had a really solid senior season. You got to make it first-team All-State.
Yeah.
Is that going to drop? It is. It got into the Bermuda Triangle for Timmy Charles.
Yep, got just enough of it off the end of the bat there, and sometimes that's all it takes as a hitter. There's a line drive in the scorebook.
And that's his second hit of the game. Mr. Charles 2 for 2 today so far, an RBI and a run scored.
Yeah, Barry being a first-team All-Stater just goes to show, there's good players everywhere.
Oh, little trouble, but he finally gets under it, makes the catch for out number 2. He looked a little uncertain of himself there.
Yeah, kind of looking out at the sky, you wonder if maybe some of these clouds are, playing with the sight lines and, making it tough to see the ball in the air. And I think, when you come up on this, this side of this building, the top, it's white, isn't it? There's some white. It's not a lot. Not complete. Yeah. Nate Mueller at the plate takes strike. 1 ball, no strikes to Nate Mueller. Mr. Mueller singled. Had us an RBI in this game. Off the fist to the third baseman up. Fires a strike. Show it off, young man. That was a nice inning there for Barry, just to get that leadoff guy on and then being able to come back and get through it without any trouble. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Kirkwood. Folks, we want to thank a big sponsor for us here this week, Best Western State Fair. Good quality rooms. We're staying there. It's nice. Appreciate it. Appreciate them being a sponsor. Good breakfast this morning, too. Enjoyed it. Eggs and toast, bacon, and some home fries. But they were the big potato wedge home fries. It was really good. Yeah. They got a good buffet for lunch, too. If you come out, if you're coming to Sedalia, make sure you give those guys a call over there. They got some good rates on hotels for baseball teams. Best Western State Fair right here in Sedalia. Appreciate it. All right, we got Caden Whisker as our player spotlight for this inning.
as we see, leading off here, Elliot Nieders, Hayden Zeiler, and then Caden Whisker, the number 3 hitter. That ball is popped into shallow center field. Copeland out to get it. Makes the catch. That's a tough play, Coach.
Yeah, that's a really tough play. I wonder if Kessler out there in center field didn't see it off the bat or something. You'd like to see your center fielder make that play if it's that deep, but good on Copeland for staying with it and making the play.
Hayden Zeiler, who was one of the guys that reached on the catcher's interference, but then was thrown out trying to take second by Ishiyama. And, you got to love that. He made the mistake on the interference, but then chucked him out.
That's right. Yep. Didn't let one mistake turn into 2.
Exactly, and that's ball 1.
I had a JV basketball coach back in high school that always used to say turnovers are like grapes. Mistakes, could be the same way, and they always come in bunches.
There you go. I like that.
That was a good breaking ball right there.
1 ball, 1 strike to Zeiler. Temp kind of settling in here a little bit. Had the tough one last time around. 2 free passes. Had the error, but stranded the base loaded by a great play by his third baseman. Count even 2-2. That's going to get out of play down the third base line.
Yeah. Had a quick first inning for Temp, but last inning, a little bit higher pitch count and a little bit more stressful, and seems like, at least so far, maybe carrying over a little bit just with being around the zone a little bit more than
Grounded.
Filling it up.
Copeland. Charles hangs on. Man, I thought Temp was going to try and kick it out of there.
Yeah. As a middle infielder, I always tell my pitchers, please don't ever try to catch the ball if it's like that, because usually the only thing that happens is it hits off your glove and then you can't make a play.
Caden Whisker, our player spotlight for this inning here for the Sedalia Travelers, sponsored by Prime Sports, primesportsmw.com. This young man hitting .456. He's leading the team in hitting. Big swing and a miss right there, strike 1. He's got an OPS of 1232, slug 603, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 24 runs batted in, and 37 runs scored, Coach.
Yeah, he's really figured something out with his swing this summer. He's being more aggressive. He's getting in there. He always has a plan, but now he's being more aggressive with what his plan is and going out there and executing what he's looking for.
Temp has a very good inning, a 1-2-3, sets him down, and we head to the top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Kirkwood. All right, folks, we're back here. Hey, check us out. In week and a half, one of these teams will be heading to the Mid-South Regional Championships 7 teams, 7 states, 8 teams, 7 states. The host team gets a team. Don't forget that. Tennessee, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Missouri, Kansas. I'm missing 2. Did I say Oklahoma? I did.
Is Illinois one?
No, Illinois is not one. I'll come back to that. Tennessee, I know. Tennessee, Louisiana, Arkansas. There it is. Boom. Mid-South Regional will be live streaming from Washington, Missouri. Looking forward to that. As leading off here is Shota Ishiyama, the catcher. He's down 0-2. We didn't get a chance. I missed it. It's my fault. But I want to give player spotlight here to a young man who's playing some good baseball. We just had made a really nice defensive play, but he's had an impact on this Kirkwood team all season, and that's Nick Copeland. Heading to Berry College in Georgia. Play baseball, study, and this young man has hit .495 on the season. His OPS is 1156, slugging .612. 10 doubles, a triple as that ball is fouled off the foot. It's always a tough one off the big toe.
Oh, yeah.
37 ribbies and 28 runs. Coach, that right there, that always stands out to me. And Ishiyama drives one, but right to the center fielder for out number 1. When you see, what is that, 62, 65? 65 runs you're accounting for.
Yeah. That's incredible. It means that you're producing when guys are on in front of you, and when they're not on in front of you, you're getting on so other people can produce and get you in. It's very valuable. You know, this game is all about scoring runs, and if you have somebody that can produce that many runs, you're in good shape.
That's huge, man.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that really stood out. You know, you see guys, you know, like I said, the batting average, all those things are what we call the sexy numbers.
Right.
But that's what stood out to me. Run production. If it doesn't matter if you got 0 runs.
Absolutely. Yep, exactly. You know, there's a big difference between hitting 400 when nobody's on base and hitting 400 when there's runners in scoring position. And, you know, you would like to think that it's not any different, but it really is. And so it's good to see.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cooper Reek. And, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cooper Reek. Reached on a walk, was stranded, and just swung through the change. That's a heck of a nice pitch from Gabe Berry for out number 2. Teddy Clanton coming to the plate. See if he can get a 1-2-3 here. That'd be good for Barry here, Coach.
Barry has really settled in here, and we kind of talked about that. If you're going to get to a good pitcher, you got to get to him early. And Kirkwood did get to him early. They got those 2 runs after the error, but now, you know, Barry looks in complete control out there right now.
Yeah, he has settled. You can see his rhythm is good. He's getting the ball. He's not rushing.
Correct.
And he's 2-0 here to Clanton. Here's where you don't want to put this runner, the 9-hole runner, on.
Yep. Not only do you not want a 2-out walk, but you don't want to get the top of the order back up after a 2-out walk.
Those are the things that give you gray hair, right?
Yeah. Or make you lose your hair.
3 balls and 1 strike. And there it is.
That's a really good at bat there. You know, knowing the situation and knowing that Barry has an opportunity to have a real quick 1-2-3 and having the discipline not to go up there and get yourself out early in the count and kind of bail him out and allow him to kind of cruise through the inning. So now, again, even if Kessler gets out right here, he still had to face one more pitcher or one more hitter this inning.
Kessler at the top here, strike 1. Always makes me a little bit nervous when I see a pitcher, and that's a miss inside for ball 1. When he kind of fiddles with the ball as he comes up there, And I always think about that, man. If you drop that,
Yeah,
with
it's
a runner on,
it's a risk.
Driven into the gap, but center fielder there making the catch. Nice job. So he strands the base on balls, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Kirkwood.
We now move to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains Kirkwood 2 and Sedalia 0. Leading off for Sedalia at the bottom of the 4th, the first baseman, number 15, Caden Holman.
You know, one of the things I like is Caden Holman steps in for this Traveler squad here in the bottom of the 4th inning, who is 1 for 1, stranded at third. But these Blues, I love the pace of the game. They're doing a good job. Kids are getting in and out of the dugout. Your pitches are right on the warm-up side, and let's play baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's something that doesn't always get the credit it deserves, but you know, when you have an umpiring crew that keeps the game moving along, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. I love it. Guys are doing a good job. Blue's been good behind the plate. I think his strike zone's been very consistent, very good tonight.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Always got to give a shout out to the Blues.
Oh, that's right. My dad was an umpire growing up, so I tell my players all the time, if I'm yelling at an umpire, you know something's seriously wrong. I try my best not to, because again, they're human. You know, they're doing the best they can, and they're you know, more times than not, they're getting calls right.
I always think it's one of those things, Coach. You know, you've got to do your job though as a head coach. If you see that was outside, boy, Temp wanted that one.
Yeah,
he
wanted that one. That was a good pitch.
But you got to do your job as a coach, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to make sure that you know.
Little curveball grounds to the second baseman up, and that's out number 1. I like the way Temp there. I'm sorry to come back to this. Didn't get the pitch you want, but
came right back and threw a really good curveball there in a count where you know it could have got away from him, and that was an impressive pitch. But what I was saying is you don't want the players to get distracted by things that they can't control. And one thing that they can't control is what the umpires are going to call.
Absolutely.
You know, and so as a coach, if I'm going to get distracted by that, now that opens the door for the players to get distracted by that. And so, you know, it's a big focus for me. You know, I don't mind arguing a call, but I'm not going to get out there and distract my players from what they're trying to do.
Camden Everhart at the plate, the DH. He reached on a catcher's interference. Stranded at second base. It's a 1-ball-1-strike count to Everhart.
Yeah. I think we're far enough into the game now, it can be said that Temp is what we call effectively wild. You know,
Right.
He's going to be in the strike zone, but he's also, you know,
you can see why his ERA could be bloated.
Correct.
Right? Because
yes.
he gets himself into trouble, and if
Yes.
he can't get out of it, it gets ugly.
Yes, and today he's doing a great job of getting out of trouble and, being able to move on to the next pitch.
And that's ball 4. Oh,
Another good pitch there, and again, that's something you can't control. You throw a good pitch there, and it's a 50-50 call, and it didn't go your way, and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
Absolutely.
But that there, I don't like that. You can't do that to the blue.
Right.
I mean, get the ball back. Make sure your catcher's talking to him.
Yes.
That's what you do. You want Ishiyama back there going,
Absolutely.
Hey, where'd we miss that?
Hey, well, because, again, umpires are human.
Yeah.
And how you react to a call early in the game might affect a call later in the game. It doesn't necessarily mean it will, but, I'll take my chances with treating them with respect at all times rather than – telling them that they need to do their job better.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Cooper Worley, who hit the little flare pop out to the pitcher. His first at bat, little back step throw over, easily back.
Tell you what, a lefty with a good pickoff move is one of the best things you could have on a baseball team.
I'll tell you, man, Mr. Temp, he has done a nice job. He's got a little back pick. Nope. Back in easily. Ishiyama making sure knows he's still there. It's 2 balls and a strike, but you look up at the scoreboard over there with the error, a couple of walks, but he's only given up 1 hit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what I was getting at with the effectively wild. When you have a pitcher who might throw 3 balls in a count, but then he might also throw 3 balls right down the middle. Well, as a hitter, it's hard to be ready for that ball right down the middle when he misses big on a couple, but then he comes right back and doesn't let that affect him. And so it can be tough as a hitter because you're trying to be ready to hit, but you just don't know if that ball is going to be in the strike zone or not.
Long look, and that is ball 4. So Temp, after getting the first out, back-to-back walks.
Yeah, it kind of looks like, he looks kind of like a high-effort guy where, you get up in your pitch count, and when you're kind of a max effort every pitch kind of guy, heat like this, it could lead to tiring down a little bit faster. Now, again, he has done a good job so far of coming back and being able to get in the strike zone when he needs to. But you never want to put guys on base, especially when you're ahead.
I like that. That's a slow walk from head coach Chris Copeland. Said his piece and went back. Got some Festus players showing up there.
Yeah, I always wonder what other coaches do when they go for coaching for mound visits, because every once in a while I like to throw a curveball and go out there and just try to make the pitcher laugh. Just get their mind off of it and, hey, we're fine,
Like the old joke, it's one of those, what do you do with an elephant with 3 balls? You walk him and pitch to the rhino. Jaden Archbeck at the plate. Takes strike 1. 2 on, there's 1 out. Squares the bunt, pops it foul, and he's quickly down 0-2.
That was a really good breaking ball right there. And again, like we talked about, he had kind of lost the plot a little bit. He was kind of all over the place, and now he comes out and throws 2 really good pitches to put Archerbeck in a hole, with 1 out and 2 runners on. That's a great job by Temp here.
Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. The strikeout, Archibek down on the K. 2 outs now. That's a big out.
Yeah.
Brings up Riley Sanders, who flied out to right field his first at bat.
Got a big gap over there in left center. If Sanders can get it out there.
They're definitely not playing him to pull, are they?
Nope.
Ball 1. And they're pretty shallow. Center field is shallow. And you know what? I don't have a problem with that. Right field, pretty shallow. Make them beat you.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that in this situation because the percentages of him hitting a ball over your head are not as high as the percentages of him dropping one right in front of you. And so if you can take that hit away with 2 outs and 2 runners on, now you get out of the inning rather than letting the inning get to the next person. You minimize the risk of it turning into a circus.
And you're shorter. You got the DH. I don't know how he runs there at second base in Everhart.
Yeah.
Good curveball. Gets him back into the count. 2 balls and a strike.
That might have been a cross up there.
Post 253. Most recent team to be in the World Series from Missouri. They were there in 19, I think it was. My crack staff over there got to tell me. I believe so. They got some good coaching over there, too.
Mm-hmm. Another close call there.
3 balls and a strike. Getting the oops and the ahs. Hey, that's part of it. That's part of it.
Yep, absolutely.
If you're an umpire, you gotta take that.
Yep, absolutely.
Because you're going to get them.
Yeah.
Ball 4.
That's another thing, as a coach when you're out there, I'm a lot more likely to be okay with you making the wrong call if you're confident that you have the call that you know what I mean. If you're maybe, I don't know, it's a lot easier to argue when you have a guy who's questioning himself.
Absolutely. Oh! Curveball gets away from him.
Yeah, that's tough. He's been getting out of trouble all day long, and unfortunately, breaking ball got away from him there.
Coach, these are ones that are really tough on a coach. Base on ball, base on ball. The K, base on balls, and a hit by pitch.
Yep. And again, you're not even giving your defense a chance to make a play for you. And so it's a lonely feeling out there when something like that's going on. But again, that's the nature of being a pitcher. Sometimes you gotta get the job done yourself, or you gotta allow someone else to have a chance to make a play.
Back to the top of the order. That was Ian Jackson that took the hit by pitch. Elliot Nieders, 0 for 2. He struck out once and flied out. Popped it up. Shallow right field. This is going to strand the runner, or strand 3 more runners. They've left the bases loaded now twice.
Yep.
But they did get one. We're heading to the top of the 5th, 2-1 Kirkwood.
4 innings, and it's now Kirkwood 2 and Sedalia 1.
Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Youth Baseball Midwest is a production of Red Earth Productions, LLC. You can go to redearthprod.com, check out all the production opportunities we have if you're looking for video opportunity for your baseball squad. Whatever the case may be, check out redearthprod.com. Give us a shout. We'll be happy to help you. All right, player spotlight. Sam Kessler, he lined out last inning, but Mr. Kessler on this Kirkwood squad, I always like to do these player spotlights. Show off these kids. They're working hard. Mr. Kessler out of Oakville, we did talk about him a little bit earlier, but there it is. I'll get to it here in just a second. As Barry works very quick. It's 2-0 here to the leadoff Ben Niemeyer in the top of the 5th inning. And now it's 3-0. Maybe a little quick here. Maybe needs to take a step back and take a deep breath. That's a strike. Kessler on the season. This young man has put together a 320 of 843 OPS, slugged 403. He's done a nice job leading this team at the top of the order here, Mr. Kessler. Ooh, just couldn't keep that one fair. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Niemeyer. Barry trying to get a 1-2-3 here, get his team back in the dugout.
Yeah, has done a pretty good job so far after the first inning of, keeping the innings short and attacking hitters and not letting it get any worse. But leadoff walk is not a good start to the inning.
No, it is not. And you're trying to keep these guys close. It's a 1-run ball game. This has been very well played. We've had a few, bing, bang. Uh-oh, somebody turned off the scoreboard. There it is. You've got 3 errors in this game. And that's a line shot. Nicholas Copeland delivering again.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting right there.
With a single. First and second, nobody out. Timmy Charles, who is this young man, they have not gotten him out yet. He's 2 for 2 RBI runs scored. Not the guy you want to see here right now.
No, not at all. Doesn't look like they're going to be playing small ball right now either, which is fine. I mean, again, you got a guy that's swinging it well. You want to let him have a chance to keep swinging it well.
Take your hacks, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Swings over. Looks like a changeup. Throws the curveball, buzzes. It got a little. That's a little maverick curveball right there.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded, past a diving third baseman. Coach holds up Niemeyer. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. This is a big spot here. Kirkwood looking to break it open here in the 5th.
Yeah, definitely a good start to the inning here for Kirkwood.
The designated hitter, number 34.
Timmy Charles having himself a day.
Yeah, 3 for 3 now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like letting him swing there, In some situations there, first and second, nobody out, you try to bunt and move the runners over, but you got a guy, again, swinging it well. You let him keep swinging it, and he produces for you.
A strike here makes it a 1-1 count to the DH, Isaiah Cook.
It's been a while since Barry's been in any trouble, so let's see how he handles it.
1 ball, 1 strike. No, excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cook.
That was a great backhand stop there by Arch.
Needed that, saved a run.
Yeah, saved a run, kept the double play in order. Big time.
Fastball driven into the gap. Center fielder over. making a catch, but it's going to be deep enough to score another run. Heck of a play out there by the center fielder, Hayden Zeiler. Great jump, great read, gets the throw in. First and third, run scores, and it's 1 out.
Yeah, that was an incredible job, not only chasing that ball down in the gap, but getting the ball back into the right place so that way you keep the double play in order and you don't allow the runner at first base to advance to second. Now you still have a chance, ground ball double play, get out of the inning with only 1 run.
Copeland's at third, Charles at first. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. Nate Mueller, who's got, he's 1 for 2 today, RBI, so he's driven in a run already. Little flare. Oh, man.
It's not something that gets thought of in the heat of the moment, but that would have been potentially a good time to let that drop and try to get a double play out of it.
Yeah, there's no infield fly there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it looked like he was getting down the line pretty good going to first base, so good decision by going ahead and catching the ball.
Ishiyama, the catcher, at the plate with 2 outs now. First and third. Grounded foul. That ball. Jeez.
Be interested to see here if Kirkwood puts the runner in first in motion just to try to force some action and maybe steal another run.
Oh, a great job. Oh no.
Well, they forced some action and it led to a run. I don't know if it was intentional, but they forced some action.
I agree. I don't think it was. I think Charles just got off, caught off, and he took off.
Yeah, I think he
smart though.
Yeah, absolutely. That was very smart base running by Copeland. Didn't even hesitate and took off as soon as the ball got to first base.
One ball, 1 strike now. That was a great pick move by Barry. Had him.
Yeah, quick feet. Got the ball over there right on target.
2 balls, 1 strike to Ishiyama. Charles at second. 2 runs in the inning. It's a 4-1 ball game for Kirkwood. Swing and a miss. Back even, 2-2. That's in the dirt. I don't see anybody in the bullpen either, Coach.
No, it doesn't look like it. I don't
Either
hear
team.
anybody either. Yeah, sticking with
Charles
their guys.
goes. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over. Oh, nice pick.
Yeah, good dig over there.
Holman helps out his shortstop. They strand 1, but they get 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-1 Kirkwood.
One runner left on base. We now move to the bottom of the 5th, and it's now Kirkwood 4 and Sedalia 1.
All right, folks, we're here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Appreciate Best Western State Fair. Proud sponsor of the Missouri American Legion Baseball 19U State Championships here in Sedalia at beautiful Liberty Park Stadium, Day Field. Great redo here. Really enjoying this. Caden Holman is going to be our player spotlight, brought to you by Prime Sports. PrimeSportsMW.com. Go check it out for all your sporting good baseball, softball needs. Caden Holman, Coach Zimmerman's very familiar with this young man. He's had himself a pretty good season all the way around. We had him earlier on the show, on the preview show. Coach talked about him. He's one of those characters. Yes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he loves to have a good time, and he enjoys, being out here and playing the game, and he does it the right way.
Well, he's coming up third in the order. This young man has hit .358 this season. Got a .925 OPS, 444 slug, 5 doubles, a triple. He's driven in 22, scored 35. There again, 50. Yeah. That's 57 runs.
Yep.
My goodness. And that's strike one to the leadoff here, Hayden Zeiler, who is he's 0 for 1, reached on the air. But that's pretty good stuff right there. I love to see that. 15 walks, only 6 Ks.
Yeah, he's a swing to contact kind of guy. He hates striking out, which is again something that has kind of lost its flavor a little bit nowadays. You see a ton more strikeouts, but he's.
Oh, that's a great bunt, and he's going to be on safe. Nice job. That's a great way to start this inning.
Yeah.
From Hayden Zeiler.
That was a really good bunt, and he's a guy that. Honestly, I try to get him to bunt more because he is good at it, and he's got enough speed that if he places it well like that, he's going to be safe most of the time.
I was going to say hello, see if we get him up here to say hello, but they're going to swing the bats a little bit. Got Festus rolling through here.
Yeah, be a good time for Sedalia here to answer, get at least one back here.
See if we can get. That's wow. A good throw,
yeah,
but that's
almost another fantastic play there by Shota on a dirt ball. Got away just enough to give Zeiler time to get to second.
Caden Whisker at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Temp's got himself a 3-run lead now. So the opportunity to shut this down here in the 5th. Nobody's warming up in the bullpen. This is low.
Yeah, it's if Kirkwood could come out and get a 0 here, it makes it much tougher to try to come out and get back in the game in the 6th and the 7th.
Ishiyama, that's a little surprising here. Just not sure of what they want to do.
Yeah, but I think that's a good time to call time and make sure they're on the same page. Again, you have an opportunity here to get another 0 to kind of shut down any momentum that the Travelers are trying to build here, and so you don't want to go down 3-0, or you don't want to make a bad pitch and then they hit a double, and now we're fighting to get out of the inning. So I like that time there.
We'll see if we can get the head coach for Festus over here in a minute. Say hello, Alec Caseno. He's out of Washington. Played around this area. He's been in the coaching down there. Took over for Zach Bone, who was the son of Pat Bone. Those are the Bone family over there. They've been doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. That's a good, healthy hack. I like that 2-0 approach right there.
Yeah.
From Whisker. He did not get cheated. That was a great swing on a 2-0 pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you hope for.
Oh,
Very good breaking ball right there.
dropped the hammer on him and swung through it, 2-2. Temp working to keep the damage from growing here. Outstanding.
Yeah, that was a really good changeup right there.
Out number 1.
First baseman number 10, Caden Holman.
Caden Holman, our player spotlight for the 5th inning. He's got an opportunity here, Coach. He's been a run producing machine for this squad. They could use it. Ground ball. Oh, and he's going to get. Oh!
What a play.
Fantastic play. Nicholas Copeland doing it with the glove.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
And
Be able to keep his momentum going on the run there.
And I love the big stretch. You got the big 6-footer over there with a good stretch and pick. That's a heck of a job. Temp.
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, that was almost a situation where Temp kind of got in the way and had an opportunity. Luckily Copeland was able to come and make the play, but if he tips that a little bit more, now Copeland doesn't have a chance, and now you're first and third one out. But makes a great play.
My goodness.
Pitchers out there, let the ball get to your middle infield.
I've said this. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Coach Copeland over there, he told us, he said, we got all our guys. So we're finally getting to where we're playing some – and they have played a heck of a good game here today.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing very well.
And that's strike 1 to Camden Everhart, who has been on twice, once on an error, once on a walk, and scored once. That's the only run.
Great block there by Shota. Again, that ball gets by, Travelers steal a run there, and now, again, a 2-run lead is a lot different than a 3-run lead.
Especially as we're getting late in the ball game here, late in these innings. Fouled off the glove of Shoto Ishiyama. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Temp 1 pitch away from getting himself out of that leadoff bunt single with the K, and a great play by Copeland. Fastball popped him up on the infield. Let your big man take it. There you go. Nice job by Temp coming back.
Yeah.
We head to the top of the 6th, 4-1, Kirkwood.
There was no errors, 1 runner left on base. 5 complete innings. Kirkwood 4, Sedalia 1.
30 for 16.
Pitching change from Sedalia.
All right, folks, we're back here. New pitcher on the mound, number 30 here for the squad, Coach.
Gage Killian.
I knew you'd know that. One of the Smith Cotton guys. So, Barry, we closed the book. We'll get back to that, but we want to take a half inning here. Festus is in the house. Zone 4 champs, Coach Alec Canessa. Cassena. I knew I was going to mess it up, Coach. I got to say it a few times before I don't butcher somebody's name. Oh, Coach, we got to turn your mic on. Sorry. Thank you, Drew.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Now we can say hello.
How we doing, everybody?
Doing well.
Good.
Coach, thanks for taking a minute. Talk to us, give us a little bit about your guys' season. How you guys been doing down there?
Yeah, no, it's been a good season. We haven't played as many games as some of these other teams here. Just based off of in our district, we only have 3 teams, with us included. It was SMCI, DeSoto, and then Rock Memorial. So we had to get creative with a lot of scheduling. Had to play a lot of what some might call travel ball tournaments in St. Louis. So we're playing those, up there or over there. The Adidas A's, the Missouri Bowls, teams like that every weekend. And, trying to get creative. We got a couple District 10 games against Eureka. Got to see them twice. We opened the year up with them and saw them in the middle of the year. So it took a little finesse and a little creativity, but to get as many games as we did before the district, for us, district game for the tournament started, and then to get to zone to play 3 games there. So it's been a good season. There was a stretch of about a week and a half there where we were trying to find our identity. We had some guys in and out with vacations and things like that. And then once everybody was back, we found our identity, and ever since then, it's been pretty good so far.
Very good. Coach, this your second year?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought. Taking over for Zach Bone.
Yeah.
This program's got a proud history. I know you're originally from
Seattle.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what got you to Missouri?
Yeah, so I was in the middle of my playing career. I had gotten drafted out of junior college by the Detroit Tigers in the 16th round. I was there for 2 seasons. Once I got healthy from a torn ACL, I got unfortunately released at that point in summer 17. And then I went to go play for the Gateway Grizzlies in the Frontier League over in Sauget, Illinois, just across the river from St. Louis. And then while I was playing for them, I met my now wife and mother of our beautiful child, and her name's Haley, and I stayed there.
There you go.
Very nice.
I love that. Baseball will make you travel, won't it?
Oh, my gosh. It'll make you travel. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there, been all over the place. So
Your squad, Coach, I saw we're going to see Mr. Mason Shermer on the mound for you to start off with. Talk to us about you got some young guys. You got a few veterans that have come back. Devin Black is one that comes to mind. Talk to us about some of the mix of veterans and young players.
Yeah, it's a really good mix of young guys because really on our official roster that we had before we added people, it was 11 guys. Then I pulled up 4 guys from our juniors team who had a pretty good year. They were in a tough district with St. John being in that bracket.
Oh, yeah.
So I was able to pull the Clump brothers, Jack and Oliver, and then the Taylor brothers, Landon and Parker. But yeah, so, the core group, they've been together for a long time. I started with this core group 2 years ago in 2023 after I was done playing when we were juniors. And that includes like a Tanner Duncan, a Cole Robinson, a Brennan Irvin, those types of guys. And then, you add a guy like Mason Shermer, who is very well known. For good reason. For definitely good reason. You add a guy like Brady Nolan, who can't be here with us.
I heard. You got to tell us. We'll catch up with that a little bit. We'll get to. I heard. That pained me. When I heard about that. Because that is such a fun player to watch.
Very. It's only one gear and it's full go.
Right. Yeah.
That ain't no lie. But anyway, I'm sorry, Coach.
You're good. And then it's just a good collection of guys who have had success.
Yeah.
And not just success on the baseball field, success in the classroom, success on the football field, success on the basketball court, different things. So they know what success looks like. They know what it takes. And it's just, that's the product we hope to provide on the field for, our fans and everybody else who's here.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you have that experience, success breeds success, right?
Yep.
So that's a 1-2-3 shutdown inning coming in for Killian. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Coach Casena.
Yes, sir.
There it is. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm
moment.
excited to be here. It's going to be a fun weekend.
We're looking forward to it. Folks, make sure you tune in. 8 o'clock, we got Jeff City taking on Festus. You don't want to miss this game. It's going to be a dandy.
Yeah.
I know the Bolt guy's going on the mound. I'm looking forward to it, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Leading off is Sedalia in the home half number 6. The second baseman number 12, Cooper Mullery.
Appreciate Coach Casena stopping by. That was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that conversation. We've got, man, it's getting nervous time here. Cooper Worley leading off here for Sedalia. Got the shutdown inning. Fly ball to center field on an 0-1 pitch, and that's out number 1. Coach, in this situation, you've probably been you're down 3.
Yeah.
I know you want, go ahead and get a pitch, get what you want, but is that a little too quick?
With where his pitch count is and how he's shown that he can be all around the zone at times,
right?
I do think you do have to be a little bit more patient here. Now, again, you got to give credit to Temp here for, getting right after him and getting in the strike zone. But yeah, I think you're a little bit more patient, just to try to force him to stay in the strike zone, and he's done a very good job. 0-2 count now. So now you just kind of throw that out the window and you say, okay, if I get a pitch to hit, I got to hit.
0-2 here to Jaden Archbeck. Wow. If he can go a complete, misses in. If he can go complete here, Coach, I don't know where his pitch count is. I don't look at those things. I don't want to. I don't want to get into nobody's controversies and things like that.
Right, yeah. No, I would be much more interested in the pitch count if I was in the dugout. But right now, I just like seeing a guy going out there and pitching well on the mound.
And the strikeout of Archibald brings up Riley Sanders. That you think about a kid going out here and giving you 7 innings in the first game of a long tournament.
Oh, yeah. It's invaluable because,
ground ball, Copeland up with it, and that is a quick.
Yeah, that's a very quick 6th inning, and he had to have that, because if he has a long 6th inning at all there, he's probably coming out of the game. So very, very good inning there from Tim.
We're heading to the top of the 7th. Kirkwood up 4-1, but we're going to stay here just a second because we're going to start talking about, we'll come back. We'll be right back. In between innings here, Coach and I were sitting here talking about we definitely looking. We always pick our players of the game from both sides. And if Temp, even if they send somebody else out, Coach, he's definitely he has been dealing. I think Gabe Berry, he had some unfortunate plays, and strike one here to the leadoff for Kirkwood is Ben Niemeyer. And that's strike one. But I think Barry pitched very well.
Yeah, I think he pitched very well. And, sometimes you pitch really well and the other team finds holes, and that's just the way it happens sometimes.
That's lifted into left field. That's going to be a tough – oh, and he drops it. Man, that wind is just circling. Oh, and he got a little greedy.
Yep. Should have just stuck at first base there. He wasn't running hard out of the box, and so, when you make that decision late, it's tough.
So he reached on the air, was thrown out, trying to take second on – if you're scoring at home, folks, that is a 7-4.
Yeah, the wind has got to be brutal out there right now. Right before this half of the inning started, the wind started blowing like crazy.
Nick Copeland, and that ball was pushed foul.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that ball would have been a fair ball if the wind wasn't blowing.
Nick Copeland has scored twice. He's 1 for 3, reached on an error. Takes ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that ball is grounded to the second baseman. Up with it. One hops it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, a little bounce pass there.
For out number 2.
It's the beauty of playing on turf.
The first baseman, number 30, Timmy Charles.
And that's a swing and a miss. We got Timmy Charles at the plate.
See if he can go 4 for 4 here.
And that's tough. You got player of the game. You're duking it out there. This young man's 4 for 4. We might have to have dual player of the games.
Well,
we can do it. Who says we can't?
Right.
We'll just have to see. He's down. What is it? 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Killian's doing a great job right now of dictating pace. Being in the strike zone, mixing his pitches. I've been very impressed with how he's been on the mound.
1 ball, 2 strikes, folks. And a great job by Killian. And Charles is down on strikes.
Yeah, that's big, for the Travelers to have a chance only down 3 here going to the bottom of the 7th. That's big time from Killian.
Well, one last opportunity, Coach. We'll see what the Travelers do as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-1, Kirkwood. All right, folks, we got number 2, Drew Temp, coming out for the bottom of the 7th, Coach.
Yeah, I like this. He's pitched his tail off all game. If his pitch count is right, you let him go and you give him a chance to finish it off. I like this.
Facing the bottom of the order in Ian Jackson, then back to the top. That's 9-1-2, and it's ball one. These are the ones I think that really test the mental capacity of a pitcher to go out and finish a game like this.
Absolutely. You know, you've been battling all game, and, you know, the hardest out is the last out. And so
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the last three, you're like, I got to go out there and do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, body's probably a little tired, and, you know, arms probably feeling it a little bit. So
it's griping at you.
Oh, yeah. There's another hit by pitch. Another breaking ball that got away from him.
Elliot Nieders coming to the plate. Coach Copeland taking the slow walk. He's just told his guys, hang in there. I think Temp, is he coming out?
I don't know. I would understand if he did take him out, but I also would understand if he let him go.
I think Temp thought he was coming to take him out.
Yeah. Well, and he's had some success against Nieders today, and so, you know, you give him a chance to right the ship here. I also wouldn't have been surprised if he would have taken him out because, you know, again, sometimes you never want to be a batter too late when you're taking a pitcher out of the game. You'd rather be a batter too early than a batter too late.
So as the wind picks up, it's swirling around the ballpark. There's going to be some tough. If the ball gets up in the air, it's going to be a tough.
Yeah, and it's right at that time of day, too, where the sky's already going to be tough to see.
And the wind is blowing. We're trying to keep from stuff flying away here.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled straight back. If you were looking at the camera there, you got a little 3D action.
I don't mind that swing right there, but with it being the 7th inning and with that being a little bit up in the zone, I would have liked to see him take that pitch.
Absolutely. See if you can make him bring it down in the zone. Like right there.
Yep.
Oh,
that was a good pitch.
That's a good fastball. You know what? Sometimes I like that. You know, here you are late innings. This young man, he's pitched very well. It's like, here's my fastball. See if you can hit it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You may not be able to.
Right. Yeah.
But if you do, at least you earned it.
Yes, exactly. We'll take our chances with the defense making a play.
There you go. Another fastball. He's going to drop a hammer on him here, Coach. You know, and this is the thing, too, is, you know what? If you're Sedalia, you got to sit on that. He just hit the first batter.
Correct. Yeah, I think you probably stay with the fastball here. Just because you're in the strike zone with it.
And he does, and he pops him up.
Man, that wind is blowing like crazy.
That's brutal. And Charles can't get to. Wow.
Man, that was a pop up to first base that ended up by the wall in foul territory.
Oh my goodness, Charles is like, my gosh.
Yeah, he shouldn't have had to move to catch that.
And the thing of it was, I'm watching, and the guys in the bullpen were stunned. He's running over there like, got to get out of the way, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Now might be a good time to throw that breaking ball if you feel comfortable with it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Or a good changeup here a changeup low and away might be a really good pitch as well.
It looks like he wanted to think about this a little bit more. They're having a conversation about that because I think he was running through those signs and it just like.
Yep. Again, just trying to make sure they're on the same page. You don't want to get yourself into a situation here late in the game where, you know, any mistake is amplified.
Got some drama to finish out this game, folks. Sedalia trying to extend this game or possibly win it. Ground ball to Copeland, up, out at 2, the turn, and he's out at 1. Double play.
Man, what a play there. What a pitch, what a play. Yeah, you know, that's incredibly clutch time to be able to turn a double play right there.
the pitcher's best friend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you know you hit the guy at first. That's a really nice turn from Copeland and Niemeyer at second.
Yeah, and again, it's a situation where, you know, Kirkwood has kind of been playing balancing on the high wire all game long, they keep finding ways to hold their balance and stay on the high wire. So
2 outs now, bases are empty. 4-1, and Temp looking to close this out, runs a fastball in there for strike one.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. There was a conversation before this batter. This might be the last batter no matter what for Temp. I think he's going to run out of pitch count.
I could see that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big deep breath, settles in. Hayden Zeiler, 1 for 3 today. And that ball's upstairs, 2 balls and a strike.
Getting a little amped up here. Getting excited knowing that he's knocking on the door of a complete game.
That's a good feeling.
Oh, yeah.
2 hits. He's given up 2 hits the whole game. Foul tipped into the glove. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Some walks and hit by pitches. He's given some free bases, but because he's been able to keep the hits down, they haven't come back to bite him.
Yep, exactly.
Curveball. He doesn't look like he has a feel for that pitch right now at all,
Yeah,
Coach.
which, again, if you're able to take advantage of that, then you go and you take advantage of it. But so far, Travelers have...
And a walk.
Close pitch there. I understand wanting that one. But umpire says it's out.
And it looked like it.
Yeah.
We're our angle, but the way looked like Ishiyama kind of reached and went down for that. But that's a heck of a performance there.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, Drew Temp, outstanding work.
Yeah, very impressive.
Let's look at this. I know we got the 2 hits, but, look at 1, 2, oh, geez, we go down here, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ks too, Coach.
Yeah, that's very impressive outing, and we talked about it a couple of different times. He battled with some command for a couple of innings, but when it mattered most, he always found a way to get the ball in the strike zone.
Absolutely. The one thing, if you're looking at this young man, the walks, he had 1 there, 2, 3, 4, and then that was his 5th one there. So, he still had more Ks than walks.
Yeah. Not
a bad job there. And over 6 2/3, 5 walks, you'd probably like to see that number down a little bit.
Yeah, in a perfect world, your strikeout to walk is 3-1. Just for a simple fact of it keeps the pitch count down. But anytime you've got more Ks than walks, you're pretty happy with how things turned out.
So we have Nick Copeland on the mound coming in from shortstop to finish out this game here. Isaiah Cook goes behind the plate. Looks like we got Ishiyama going out to shortstop to take over for Copeland. So, a few changes.
Yeah. And, I think the Travelers are doing a really good job. That was a really good at-bat there by Zeiler. Not giving in, not giving away his at-bat there, and keeping the line moving. And, again, as long as it doesn't say 3 outs, you've got a chance.
That's right. Exactly. And their fans are here,
right?
Rooting them on. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Fastball foul tipped into the glove. Nice job by Cook to hang on to that. There Everybody's up on the railing over there in the dugouts. Misses low. Ball 1. He's been consistent there.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and that's
So
all
maybe
you
a
can.
pitch you want, but
Right. Yeah, it's a pitch you would like, but at the same time, if he's not going to call it, then he's not going to call it.
strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Been a lot of fastballs here. Let's see if he goes to a breaking ball or if he stays with the fastball.
Fastball, and that's up in that wind, and that's going to blow out of Charles climbing the wall over there. Sorry, young man, that catching on that side, it doesn't count.
Right.
Unless you're in a Savannah Bananas game, I guess.
Well, that's true. That's true.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That missed.
That was a really good pitch, you know, right there on the edge of the zone. Another 50-50 ball puts the hitter in a bind there.
And the catcher didn't catch it.
Right, yeah.
That makes sometimes, depends
yeah.
on the umpire. But
It does. But another good at-bat here by Caden Whisker. Again, not giving up, not giving in, fighting off pitches that are close, knowing his strike zone, you know, making Copeland work for it here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Whisker has struck out 3 times in this ball game. He'd like to change that.
Full count here. Zeiler should be on the move with 2 outs. Ball in the gap. Might get a run.
And that's not normal for this young man, striking out 3 times.
No. He's a guy that he's got good barrel awareness.
Popped up. That's going to be foul.
Yeah, he doesn't swing and miss a lot.
Out of play, stays alive. You know, here's the thing, too. You get Whisker on. You get Holman, Everhart, and Woolery, excuse me. It doesn't get easy.
No,
Part
yeah.
of the order.
You got a lot of guys that are a tough out.
Curveball.
Yeah.
Outstanding pitch from Copeland. Strikes him out looking. And Kirkwood 156 takes the win in the first game of the championship, 4-1. This was just a really good baseball game, Coach.
Yeah. It was, you know, well played on both sides. You know, Kirkwood took advantage of a couple of mistakes, and the Travelers just weren't quite able to take advantage of those same mistakes on the other side.
Absolutely. Well, one's feeling good. One has to come back and get a win.
Yep.
That's where it sits. But, hey, congrats to our players of the game. Drew Temp, outstanding job on the mound. Gabe Berry didn't get the win, but pitched a heck of a baseball game for Sedalia. Folks, we'll be back here, 8 o'clock start time for Festus, Post 253 taking on the, I hope.
Yeah, that was
some lightning back there. We're gonna get off the air here for a quick minute. Taking on Jeff City, and but we'll be back. We'll keep you posted. We'll get some player of the game interviews. For Coach Zimmerman, I'm Brian French. Folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back here at 8 o'clock.